Caroline Fountain here with Fox 46 Carolina's at the elections office, talking about Election Day, early voting, and what you'll see on the ballot. And so, Michael Dickerson, Director of Elections here, talk to us a little bit about early voting.
Exactly. We start early voting. The weekend, we've been in the midst of it, so we're running it straight on through to the Saturday before the election, and usually get a pretty good response from early voting for folks in this county.
Great. So how long is early voting, and how many places are folks going to be able to go to?
Exactly. We've got about 14 additional sites open. They're open till 7 o'clock each night, weekdays. Saturday, 10 to 1.
What time do they open?
11 o'clock in the morning and till 7 o'clock at night. Weekdays, and then weekend will be open till 1 o'clock on Saturday, and ready to accommodate voters.
Great. And we have a couple maps back here. Is it basically spread out all throughout the county?
Exactly. We do it geographically. Where can we hit the most people geographically? So we've got them all the way up in Cornelius, all the way down to Steel Creek, all the way over to Ballantyne, to West Boulevard, to the university area. There are spots all around. You can go to any of those spots, vote early, and you're done.
Wonderful, wonderful. Will there be long lines, do you think?
Usually not in a non-presidential election like we have here. Municipals don't usually pull as many people as a presidential, but we still want everybody to come out and and vote.
Great. And how can we find these early voting spots? Because I know people want to get to the polls early in order to vote, but sometimes they don't know where to go.
You're right. Best bet is to check our website at meckboe.org. We've got a little app on there too that you can download onto your iPhone, and it'll tell you where the sites are and what their hours are. So that's very convenient. You can check us or call our office, and we'll be glad to tell you.
Great. Well, let's take a look at what's going to be on the ballot then.
Exactly.
All right, so we already talked about early voting, and what are folks going to be seeing on the ballot when they go out to those polls?
This year's ballot's a municipal ballot, so you're going to have mayors, city councils, city council at large, the district races. You've also got, in all the precincts, a school board race. So you've got that, and keep in mind, this year, for the first time in a long time, we've got about $500 million worth of bond questions on the ballot.
Right. So that's going to be a yes or no.
That's a yes or a no. Everything else is a selection, so you can make your choice of who you want or who you don't want for your voting. Even the small towns, the Matthews, the Mint Hills, the Pinevilles, the Huntersville, they've all got their mayors and town councils up this year. So those are on the ballot too, along with everything else. So there's a lot on a ballot for everybody to look at.
Plus, the big seat up for running right now is the mayor's position.
The City of Charlotte mayor, exactly. That will be the one that gets all the attention.
Right.
So that's on the ballot also for those folks who live in the City of Charlotte. Remember, you mtake live in the city in order to vote for their municipality. So, but even if you don't live in the city, you'll have something on your ballot. So come on out and take a shot at the voting.
Great. And do you think there will be long lines on Election Day itself?
Election Day itself has usually gotten to the point where there's a little bit of a line first thing in the morning, but by the time the day goes in, you're walking in and walking out. That's thanks to early voting that we've done the week before. Keep in mind, too, we use a lot of schools. So if you try to get to a voting spot and it's a school and it's pickup time or drop-off time, it's going to be a line period. You're going to be in that line.
So take advantage of the time, or be aware of the time that you're going.
Exactly. Right. Be aware of the downtime on something like that. The polls open at 6:30 in the morning, and they close at 7:30. Yeah, exactly. So they close at 7:30 at night. So so you've got plenty of hours right there to vote if you don't do the early voting. Use that wisely. It's good to know too. What do I need to bring? There's a lot.
That is a big question right now with the voter ID.
Exactly. There's been a
What
lot
do we
of
need to
talk.
bring this time around?
Yeah, exactly. This time around, it's no different than the previous years.
Okay.
Everything new does not kick in until 2014, and the ID doesn't kick in until 2016. So this
Okay.
time around, it's the same as you've always voted in Mecklenburg County and in North
And
Carolina.
remind me what that is, because sometimes we forget that too.
Well, exactly. When you walk in, most people, all they have to do is state their name and address, and they
Okay.
sign an affidavit. That's
Great.
it. So then they're good. They're ready to go. We put them on a machine. If they're registered in that precinct, we look you up, and then we let you vote, and you walk out happy.
Wonderful. Well, Michael, thank you so much for your time.
My
I
pleasure.
appreciate it.
Thank you for coming in.
Yeah, thanks for watching. Hopefully we'll see you out there at the polls.
That's a great idea. Thanks so much.
Thank you, Michael.
Bye-bye.